Hello there. I hate that I'm making this video. I honestly do hate that I'm making this. But family have made it so I need to make this video. Because I initially planned, on the day of uploading this, to go live, play some nice games with you guys, and share some of the Minecraft or Power World. But no. My family decided to shit on that. Like a seagull given laxatives over a beach. So, I woke up today thinking, oh, I'm going to do some good, going to do a bit of game, have a bit of fun. But then members of my own family have this habit of trying to tag me in anti... I'm just going to come out and say it. Racist dog whistle content. Well, they're tagging me in straight racist dog whistle content. Because I keep speaking out on how people are treated. Personally, unless you're an asshole to me, I've got no trouble with you. I don't care what you do, what you eat, who you date, and what you pray to. Just don't be an asshole. But no. I've got family trying to push the idea of, oh, they don't look like us, so we need to hate them. No. No, we fucking don't. I'm tired of that rhetoric. It all ended up in a video I got tagged in about an event for some people who follow the Quran, having a weekend event for them to share love, faith, and all such between each other. How is that any different to when people send their kids to a fucking Bible camp? How? How is that any fucking different? But I can see some of the comments that that my family would make now. Some that I care very deeply about would turn around and go, "Oh, but they're invading the country." No, no, you fucking racist cockwomble! They're not invading our country. England as a country was built by people immigrating to it. It wasn't just unless you can trace your ancestry back to Druidic Celts, you're not native English. You arseholes. But no, just because someone's not doesn't have the same skin color as a paper sheet, or sounds a bit different to you, all of a sudden, oh, the reform and everyone else who are telling me that these people are bad are right. No, you dumb fucks. That is not how this shit works. We're getting told constantly in Britain and other places in the world that people who are fleeing war-torn countries are coming to steal jobs, steal money, where we have told them for centuries, when we colonized half the goddamn planet. I think I'm understating the amount of places in that colonization thing. But we kept telling them, oh, you're part of Great Britain now. Goody gosh, have some tea. And if you dare touch our flag, we'll shoot you. But then we supply the enemies of these people with weapons. And they use it on the populace. They flee to other countries. And then you get people going, oh, these guys are invading. No. They're getting away from all this. It came as a culture shock to me as refugees were being put into a training camp in the town I grew up in. People who I believed were good people, kind people, all of a sudden started saying, get these illegal immigrants out. I'm sorry. When did you take off the mask and reveal you are a grade A cunt? When? Because these are human fucking beings. Unless someone gives you reason to hate them, you have no business hating them. I'm sorry I get so wound up about this. I'm sorry I'm making a political post. But I have to get this shit off my chest. Because if I don't, it's gonna fucking eat me. And I don't want to be eaten up inside by pent-up rage over the ideals that people tried to instill on me as I was growing up as a child. Because as a teenager, I was brought up on the whole thing of, oh, they're coming to steal our jobs. No! On average. Let me just do a thing. There we go. I should have done this previously. On average, when they come along, they take a job to do, because some of us in the UK, and even some of you fucks in America, who are screaming about people coming over, or coming up and doing jobs, these people that want to come and do the work, they are happy to take some of the lowliest work that we think is beneath us. For instance, you talk to someone fresh out of school and go, hey, I've got some work for you as a carer for the elderly. That person fresh out of school is going to go, I don't want to do that. I don't want to wipe some fucking old man's ass. But hey, you get someone who wants to make money and try and make a life in a different country. And you go, look, I've got some work. It's in a care home. It's not glamorous. They're going to jump at it because it's work. We've become too proud to stoop so low in our own eyes. And on average, immigrants to most countries are paying more in income tax than natives. For instance, let me just get the facts up here. On average, immigrants in the UK pay more in taxes and national insurance per capita than they consume in public services and benefits. Because they are put on most time they're putting on temporary visa until it's been granted. And during that time, they'll be put on a temporary tax code. And anyone who has been on a temporary tax code can tell you that temporary tax code shafts you for everything you're worth. But that's a different path. But I'm just tired. I'm tired of racist rhetoric from people like Tommy Robinson, Nigel fucking Farage, who they're taking hand over fist from us. These politicians, these far-right grifters, we're pretty much sat at a table where we've got a buffet table in front of us. Picture it in your head. And there's people in power, billionaires, business owners, or billionaires and business owners, all sat in the same group. And you ask them to pass down the plate of cookies. These MPs, billionaires, people in power, they've just tipped 75%. No, they tipped about 95 out of the 100 cookies onto their plate. They give you 3 cookies. They give the person that's they give the worker that's coming from somewhere else 2 cookies. And while they're reaching onto your plate to grab 2 of your 3 cookies, they're whispering in your ear, look out for that foreigner, he's going to take your cookies, while they're actively taking the cookies from your plate. It's the same with everything else money-wise. We're getting bombarded with all these red whistle shit for people saying that we're getting so many red whistle shit for people doing a distraction technique on us. They're distracting us from those in power who can make things better by taxing the rich, taxing those who deserve to be taxed more. But no, they're telling us that the guy that's come in and is getting underpaid and overtaxed is the problem. And you hear people who proclaim to be Christian screaming racist slurs at these people, when the Bible tells you to love thy neighbor. Did Jesus stutter when he said, love thy neighbor? Did he add any other clause to that love thy neighbour? Did he say love thy neighbour unless they don't look like you or they don't pray to the same thing? No. He said love thy neighbour. Doesn't have to mean the person right next door to you. It could be another person in the street. I live by a philosophy that if you're not a cunt to me, I'm not a cunt to you. It's a good life. And I'm open to understand and listen to other points. But it gets to a degree where I'm constantly being shown that videos that are trying to make it white makes right. It doesn't. Human makes right. Being kind to those who deserve it makes right. Being good to those who deserve it make right. But being a cunt to someone just because they don't look like you, talk like you, or worship like you makes you a cunt on all levels. Yes, I may have gone through that good guy, edgy, stupid teenage era. But I'm more wise than I was then. I have learned from my time then. I'm sorry that I recorded this video, but I'm not sorry for making my point, which is if you try to tell me that people coming to try and make a better life for themselves and to try and just make a living are the enemy of the people, you can get right fucked and keep walking from my direction. I've seen Christians push out their own kin because they don't love the opposite gender. I've seen families split over who they vote for and their beliefs in how to treat people. I just want it all to stop and to realize it's not the people that come to our shores who are the problem. It's those in power who hoard all of the wealth and leave those of us at the bottom of the ladder with none. Sure, on all sides of the humanity spectrum, you will find bad apples from every major religion. But each one of those religions, soon as it happens, will call out these extremists and say, that is not my brother, that is not my sister. They do not speak for the rest of us. We live in a world that is currently in conflict with itself because someone up top has decided that they're going to dangle the metaphorical keys in our face to try and distract us while they're doing wrong. I mean, have we heard anything about a certain island and files? No. Are those in power still taking money from dodgy people and not hoarding taxes offshore from their own home countries? Yeah. And we're just told to blame the guy or gal or they thems who's come in from a place where, because of those in power who have empowered their enemy to strike and do damage to them and their lives, to make them uproot and try and find a safe harbour. We're told to hate them. Or sometimes we're told to hate those like me with disabilities because we apparently drain the system. But the system's been fiddled by those up top for centuries. I'm going to stop this rant because it's putting me in the downer. But I want to leave everyone with this. To everyone who has made it through this video, you are loved. You are worthy of love from those around you. And you make the world a better place. So, if you disagree with me on my centrist point, then a door's out there. Keep going down the corridor. You will not be missed. But for now, if you want to join and see more light-hearted content, more silly content, and hear me singing, making stupid things, stick around, follow, like the videos, look at my previous stuff, and even join us on the Discord, where you can play on a Minecraft world or two with us. You can relax. We can just ignore the world for a couple of hours for each stream. But just try and give peace a chance. And as I like to say, be good, because someone might need it. Be kind, because someone definitely needs that. But most importantly, don't be a dick to those who don't deserve it. Thank you for listening to this rant, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you.